Hell, people, it's your boy Usmaan back again. Manchester United too. I've completely butchered the thing. I don't even care. Honest to God, I don't give a shit. Though. Man United 2, Southampton 2. Allow the professionalism in it. You know what I'm saying? Play ratings with the boys. Drop that, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said on the last show, Hamza does have a YouTube channel. He has actually uploaded now, so make sure you go subscribe to it. It'll cheer you up, lads. It'll cheer you up. It's definitely funny. But yeah, that side. Let's get straight into the player ratings. As you guys know, there's only whole numbers, so you can't do 0.5s, and 6 is average, okay? Okay, Adam, we're going to start with you before you start crying. David De Gea, what are you giving him?
I am giving him... I wanted to give a 6, just a standard okay performance. Obviously, he's letting 2 goals, but that save that he did, I think you know what I'm about. Basically, the only bloody save he made, that one was going to go in the top corner. So I'll give him a 7 for that. But that's probably the highest I'm going today. But yeah, 7.
Wow, that's interesting. Vas, what are you giving him?
I'm gonna give him. I was gonna give him a 5. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give him a 5. Do you know why? Because the save was good, but he should be making that save anyway. Plus, the distribution was so shit that I was like, "What is he doing?" Kicked it out, played it short too much times. I don't know. He didn't have much to do, but yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5. Distribution shit for a top class keeper.
Okay, interesting. Complete contrast to what Adam
I'm not in a good mood.
Was Hamza, what have you gone for? Are you going in the middle or are you agreeing with one?
You know what? I'm going to play it safe and go 6. No, but seriously, I agree more with what Was is saying, because distribution is just terrible. We were talking about in our fan cam, like the way they play out the back, and it all stems from the keeper. Like, I just don't like the way he does it at all. It doesn't work. So the save was good, what Adam was on about, but it's standard from De Gea, so I'll give him a 6.
I think that comes from Ollie.
Right, okay. We'll talk about Ollie later, man. Let's not worry about him. It's not Ollie's rating, is it? It has to be 5. I don't know. I don't see how the hell you've given him a 7. He made one save the entire game. The other ones have gone straight to him. I would have saved him.
Yeah, but it's also his phone just.
Well, you've had your chance to talk. Why are you interrupting for? It's his fault, right? A lot of people blaming Pogba, but why the fuck is he passing the ball there? Has he lost his mind? He did the exact same thing early in the season when he passed to Fred, and Fred lost the ball and we conceded. It was the exact same position. He had a Wan-Bissaka free on the right wing. He had a ball down the wing. He could have played to flipping Greenwood, free ball, and he's put Pogba in a situation where he doesn't even know who's next to him. Yes, it's Pogba's fault. Obviously, it's Pogba's fault, but he shouldn't have put him in that situation. And on top of that, every time the ball went to De Gea, he just made a pass that put us into danger. Like every time. Like, there was no conviction. He kept kicking the ball out. Anyways, 5 for De Gea. I can go on all night. He's pissing me off. Anyways, move on to Wan-Bissaka. Hamza, we'll come to you first.
I think he was poor again, to be honest. He was losing the ball too much. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's tired because he's been playing quite a lot. Adam's not happy. Look, he's smiling.
He's fuming.
I don't know.
Adam loves Spider-Man, isn't it? So, you know.
I don't know. Even I think he got beat a couple of times as well. I've never seen him get beat like that before. I'm sure he got beat by, I think it was Bertrand on his side. Was it Bertrand?
Yeah. Fouled him.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he's been a bit dodgy last couple of games, but I'm not worried about him. But yeah, I'll give him a 6. To be honest, 6.
Okay. What have you gone for before we come to Ad?
Yeah, I think an average. I think it was better than last week. I mean, the last game, but he wasn't much better attacking wise. Didn't get up the field at all, apart from once, and he couldn't put it across, and I think he got blocked or something. He didn't do too much wrong, but he didn't do too much great as well. You know what I mean? 6, average score.
Okay, Adam, what do you reckon?
I agree with both of you. I've put 6 as well. He disappointed me a bit today. But again, like what Hamza said, I just think he's tired. I think a lot of the players are tired, so I put 6.
I've given him a 4 because he was fucking shit.
He
got skinned so many times. He gave a stupid free kick away to Bertrand, right? When he was running away from goal, he completely mistimed it, fouled him, gave them an opportunity to cross it, and when they got ward-prowse unnecessarily. On top of that, his ability to go forward. Did he make a successful pass?
Yeah.
I don't think his ability to forward is. He's been good though the couple of games. So I'm not even hating on him, but
if people are slagging Luke Shaw for going forward, why is he getting a free pass? Because he was absolutely shit going forward. He lost the ball every single time, and he was another person who was just passed. There were so many exchanges that he just gave the ball away cheaply. There was one that he played it inside. I think it was to Greenwood, and he just missed him, and he just went onto one of their players. And I think if he plays that ball to Greenwood's feet, we've got a chance we might actually score here. And they all pissed me off at the back. Obviously, we'll go to another players, but yeah, 4 for me. But obviously,
maybe you should go first for the defenders as well.
Anyways, let's move on to Lindelof. Hamza, we'll come to you first.
I thought Lindelof had a good game today, actually. He was quite solid, quite composed. He was there in the right place at the right time to clear some trouble. Adam's smiling again. I don't know why.
I'm smiling at Usmaan because he looks vexed.
Oh God, I'm so pissed off, bro.
I know, man. I know.
Hamza, he's gonna give him a 3.
Hamza, what are you giving him?
I thought you were solid today. I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, we can see the 2 goals.
No, but I thought he was the best of the bad bunch of the defenders. I thought he was good.
So Hamza's rating, lame Harvey.
Okay, Vas, what are you going for? An A? Hamza's gone for an 8. So almost a flawless performance, that.
No, not flawless, but
almost. It's close enough.
Bit better than solid.
I actually agree with Hamza, and you know what it is? I was going to give him man of match up to the goal. When the goal happened, I was like, so I dropped him down to a 7. But he was my man of match. He actually had a really good game. He was the right place at the right time. Going to the 7.
Lindelof man of match. What? Oh, fucking hell, Marcia must not have been playing. Adam, go on.
I agree with the other 2. Basically, I wouldn't say man of the match worthy. I think 2 people were a little bit better than him, but he was definitely in the talking points because up until that last minute, he was very good. He did a lot well. He was better than Maguire and Wan-Bissaka. He was the best of the defence. So I actually gave him a 7. I didn't give him an 8. I gave him a 7. I thought he was good.
Right, okay, fair enough. Right, I actually agree with what you said. I thought he was fantastic. I'm not going to lie. But I wasn't going to give him an 8. I think that's crazy. I was going to give him a 7, but until the last goal, so he got 6 for me. He was at fault for the last goal. Obviously, people saying that it was Maguire, whatever it probably was, but he has to be in front of him and clear that out. He clears that out, we get the 3 points. It's simple as that. So I would have given him a 7 as well, but because of the last mistake. Well, it's not a mistake, but position. Anyways, that side. Moving on to Maguire. Was will come to you first.
I don't know what to say with Maguire. I think I'm gonna give him a 5. I think he was below average. He wasn't commanding enough. He won like 1 or 2 headers and stuff, but at the end of the day, he's a captain. He should lead by example. And he was looked really slow. Positioning was a bit poor in some cases as well. And he's too many passes from the back too many passes. Him and Lindelof pissed me off actually. Especially Maguire actually.
Just you gave Lindelof a 7.
Inside. It's like, what are you holding the ball for that much? That long. You just pass it to Pogba and let him make the killer ball kind of thing. So yeah, 5, 4 okay. Even 5 or 4.
You're going 5 or 4.
5. I'll do 5.
Right. Okay. Hamza, thoughts?
I think he's right, to be honest. Maguire wasn't very good today. Unlike his partner Lindelof, you can tell the clear difference. Lindelof was a bit more, level-headed, more composed, and Maguire, he's just, I don't know what's wrong with him, to be honest. He seems like when he gets the ball to his feet, it's like I get nervous, especially when they're playing that around the back business. I don't know why they keep doing it, and like Adam said, it could be down to Oli, but I don't know. Even if it's not down to Oli, it's just the ability on the ball is not as good as
he's not left-footed, is he? He's on left.
I know, but the thing is, at Leicester, I thought when we watched him at Leicester, he was a bit different. There, he was more like he used to go forward with the ball quite a lot. He was in midfield quite a lot as well, but he seems a bit different now. But no, I think he was a bit poor today, so I'll give him a 5 as well. I think.
All right, Adam, what are you going for?
Yeah, Leicester don't press as well as Southampton. That's why I give credit to them for that. But I what did I put? I gave him a 6 in the end because up until that last goal, I did think they did well. They played. It wasn't great, but it wasn't worthy. I didn't feel like it was worthy of a 5, so I put 6.
That's fair enough. I've given him a 4 because he's fucking shit. Now
you're acting like we lost.
We may as well have. They had 90 seconds to hold on, right? And they couldn't do it. And on top of that, if I give De Gea a 4 for his ball distribution, I have to give Maguire a 4 because I felt sorry for Lindelof actually because everyone goes on about how Lindelof needs to get replaced, but he's been fantastic the last six, 7 games. He's barely made a mistake. And Maguire's just getting away with it. It's just how many times he's just passing the ball and it looks like he's going to give it away. And I agree with Vass. It took too long to pass the ball forward, man. You're not Pogba, you're not Bruno. Pass it to them. You don't need to play a 90-yard pass like you fucking Paul Scholes every flipping 4 seconds. He's just overdoing it. Anyways, moving on to Luke Shaw. Adam, we'll come to you first. What do you reckon? Obviously, prior to his injury, I think he played 70 minutes or so.
Yeah, Luke Shaw was, for me, the potential to be man of the match, but then obviously he went off. I thought he had a really good game. I was quite happy with what he was doing on the left-hand side. But because he went off what minute did he go off?
I think he was at 70th or something like that. 74th or something like that.
Minute. Yeah, not a full game, so I'd give it to someone else. But I'll give him a 7.
All right, okay. What have you gone for Luke Shaw?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Adam, actually. Yeah, it wasn't a bad game for Luke Shaw up until he got injured and stuff. But he was overlapping. Well, he was trying to overlap with Rashford, supporting him. And, he was playing all right, to be honest. The right-hand side of the pitch was terrible, so the left-hand side looked a lot better as well. And he was supporting Rashford as well. So, yeah, one of his better games, apart from his injury, obviously. But, yeah, 7, I think. 7's a good score for him.
All right, they've both gone for 7. Hamza, what are you going for?
Yeah, I thought Luke Shaw was very good today as well. Just like I said, if I give Lindelof an 8, I'm going to have to give Luke Shaw an 8 as well, because they were both on par. I think they were both 2 good defenders. He was getting good positions as well. He was getting some. Well, he didn't get the crossing because they were defending well. To be fair, they were blocking the crosses, but he was getting into them positions. So I'll give him an 8. I think he was very good actually.
Right,
I'm feeling a bit generous. I don't know why. I'm so upset.
I don't know how it's possible to get an 8 when you can see. Well, I suppose he went on the pitch for the second goal, but I'm gonna agree with the guys. I think 7 definitely. I thought in fact when he went off, we lost a lot of our ability to go forward because he was causing a lot of problems and just giving us that avenue in it out. So, but anyway, 7 for Luke Shaw. Sadly, hopefully he's not too badly injured. Let's move on to Matic. Hamza, come to you first. What are your thoughts?
I thought Matic was poor today, actually. He looks very tired. You can tell by his legs. Like he got took off, and like what minute was it when he took off?
He didn't get taken off. He played all night.
Sorry, no. Yeah, exactly. He looks too tired to me. He needs to be like.
Agreed.
They need to do something with him. I don't know. Maybe introduce McTominay for a bit because he was poor, losing the ball as well, and they were just getting past him too easily. So I think it was one of his poorer games. I'll give him a 5. I think.
All right. What are you going for?
Yeah, same. I agree with Hamza. A 5's probably the right score. He looked really slow and sluggish and back to his old self when he's like overhitting the pass and he's trying too hard and not keeping it simple enough. Yeah, 5.
All right, Adam. The both gone for 5.
Yeah, can I just say, last game we got a clean sheet and he gave Wan-Bissaka a 4, but he's given Luke Shaw an 8. Hamza, you know I'm talking about you. Anyway, I've got 5 again.
I don't think he's let it go, bad man.
Shares now.
All right, no, I'm not even going to disagree, Matic, but I thought he played all right, to be fair, but I think towards the end of the game, last 20-25 minutes, he was just dead on his feet. I was actually surprised he took Bruno off and not Matic. I was genuinely shocked. I don't know. I'm sure we've got like players like Force Mensa or someone like that. Bailly could have brought Bailly on. I don't know. Just make something up. But anyways, we'll talk about Oli later. Anyway, 5s all around. Moving on to Pogba. I think he came off for that 63rd minute. Obviously, fault for the first goal. What's thoughts?
Bit of a mixed game with Pogba. I think, it was like you said, De Gea kicked in the ball and then he made that mistake for the goal in the first. But then he kind of rectified it by almost assisting, pre-assist. When he gave to Bruno, who gave it to Martial or someone.
No, he passed it to Martial. Martial passed it right.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, that was a good ball.
The second goal, actually, he did pass it Bruno, and Bruno passed it Martial.
Yeah, I mean, the first one, the vision to spot on Martial there, it was a good ball, I think. And he played all right. But again, he's looking tired now. Ollie did the right thing to take him off early. So I'll say 6. It was an average game for him. Not his best.
Okay, 6. Adam, what do you reckon?
Yeah, opposite. I would have said Ollie should have kept him on a bit longer. Yes, he was at fault. Not De Gea. I think he was at fault.
No, I didn't say. I know Pogba was at fault, but De Gea should not. That's what you call a hospital ball. He didn't need to play it to him.
He
put him in
didn't
a
need
position
to,
that.
but Pogba didn't need to take it on the
Yeah,
turn,
but
try and go
Pogba
forward.
didn't. Pogba obviously doesn't know Ings is there. Why would you
Well,
take
that's
that touch?
Pogba's fault. He should be turning his head. He should
I
be having a
know, but
look
he probably
before
is
the
not
ball's
expecting
coming.
a pass.
Anyway.
You don't play the ball down the middle of the pitch, but from 5 yards away from your goal, do you? It's just
Oh,
stupid.
anyway. Basically, I have given him a 6 as well for that pre-assist going forward. I think he did better, and he was a lot better than what came on when he went
Oh
off.
my God, Fred.
Even
So,
after the ball came on.
Oh, we'll talk about Fred later. All right, he's gone for 6. Hamza, what have you gone for?
I'm going to give Pogba a 5, I think. Because of the mistake. It was a blatant mistake. It was his fault. He should not. I don't know why he's being so sluggish and so lazy on the ball. And then he was huffing and puffing after trying to blame everyone else when it was clearly his fault.
Oh, he's
And then
blaming himself, man.
I know, but you need to pick yourself up after that. I think this huffing
Well, he
and
did,
puffing
to be
stuff.
fair. He obviously got this, not assist, but.
Yeah, it was a good ball. That's why I'm going to give him a 5. I'll probably give him a 4 after, because I thought he was shocking today, to be honest. And then even after he lost the ball for the goal, he lost it again. Do you remember when he lost it again, in the similar fashion?
Yeah.
So it was just like he was being very sluggish on the ball. It's not like him. And then, yeah, just 5 max.
Okay, fair enough. I've given him a 4. I can't give Maguire and De Gea a 4 and not Pogba. Of course, he was majority fault of the It was for the goal. Of course, he is. But I just don't think De Gea did him any favors. But that aside, Pogba has to be more aware of the situation. And on top of that, he was getting pressed and he just couldn't handle it. For some reason, he couldn't hack the press. Is like he's not playing at a high level, which is just bizarre. He was struggling massively with them pressing, and I agree with him getting taken off. Actually, I don't see why people are arguing that he should stay on because, well, obviously I suppose people are arguing in hindsight because Fred was that shit, but that's not for Ollie to know. Is that he's going to be absolutely terrible when he comes on. But anyways, yeah, 4 for me. I don't think I can give him anything higher. Right, let's move on to the other midfielder, Portuguese Magnifico. He actually did get an assist. We'll come to you, Adam, first. What do you reckon?
Probably, I don't know if what you guys have done, obviously, but even though he got an assist, I've given him a 5. I just think he's dead off his feet, and I know he does. He's the one who does them passing through the lines, and it doesn't always come off, and he loses the ball. But he just looks shocking for me today. I can't bring myself to give him a 4, so I've given 5.
Okay, that's fair enough. Vas, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't think he's got enough of the ball. I don't know if you guys can agree with that, but personally, he's used to receiving a lot more of the ball, and Pogba wasn't doing him any favors by and Matic were holding onto the ball too long, and pretty much giving it back to the defense. They weren't passing it forward to Bruno so he can supply the front three. So a lot of it wasn't his fault. He couldn't do much about it. He was running around trying to press, but no one else was pressing with him. I'm going to give him a 6. I think his average score for Bruno. I don't think he did too much wrong as well. So, yeah, 6 is about right for me.
Okay, Hamza, what do you reckon? 5 or 6, or are you going higher?
I'm going 5 because I think he was poor today, actually. He's losing the ball too much. But then again, like Adam said, he does try the risky pass, which is what we like, which is what we screamed out for in the past, so we can't complain about it now. But I'll give him a 5 because he's losing the ball too much. Then again, he looks tired as well. I think Ollie was right to take him off, but when you take them kind of players off, you just know you're going to settle for the same score because Fred and McTominay, they just don't. They're not going to create anything. He's the only creative guy alongside Pogba, and Pogba wasn't playing good as well. So it's one of them ones when they're both not playing good. You can tell the difference in the team. So I'll give him a 5.
Okay, fair enough. I agree with what you all said, but I'm gonna have to give him a 5 as well. It was an average, but it wasn't average for him. He's too good to get anything higher than a 5. Let's be real, innit? He's tired. He's knackered. He puts in 100%, 110% every game in terms of running, and I'm not surprised he was poor today. But yeah, let's move on to the front three. We'll start with Mason Greenwood. I'll start this one because it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna give him a 5. Not because he was poor, he just was non-existent. And again, he's a kid, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. We go again, and Hamza will come to you.
I was echo your words. I didn't really notice him today. He wasn't in the game much, so yeah, 5.
Yeah, to be honest, I would have subbed him off like 70th minute with Dan James just to give us something to go with, but he didn't, for whatever reason. But anyways, what do you reckon? We've both come for 5.
Yeah, I think 5's the right score for him. He wasn't even in the game. He didn't get nothing really, feeding off scraps in it really. But I had a feeling that will happen this game for some reason. I thought the ball would go more towards Rashford, the left-hand side, and kind of did, to be honest. So, yeah, 5.
All right, Adam, what do you reckon? We've all gone for a 5. You're going to play it safe?
Yeah, I thought it was a 9. No, I'm joking. It was a 5. Yeah. I agree with every single point all three of you have made. I'm just mirror that in 5.
Okay, fair enough. Rashford, we'll come to you. Whilst obviously we spoke in the preview massively, well, not massively, but in depth regarding Rashford, and both of us spoke very glowingly. It seemed like what you said was correct, but obviously it wasn't meant to be. And he should have scored that second goal. I know Bertrand blocked it, but I really think he needs to score that.
There's offside as well, and I think Luke Shaw was saying more.
Forget the offside one. I'm on about the one that he played it to Marcel and Marcel cut it back. And Bertrand got across. He was just a fraction too slow. If he hits him with his left foot, he scored. But anyways, what's your rating?
You know, I'm going to give him an 8. And that's probably the highest score of the day I'm going to give. Because I think he had a really good game, considering what, again, feeding off scraps kind of thing. And he took the ball. He carried the ball a bit more. He started taking on his defender as well. Played a bit of link up with Martial. I think he played really well. Yeah, 8.
Okay, Adam clearly disagrees. Adam, what are you going for?
Yeah, I do disagree with that. I don't think he was playing off scraps at all. I think Luke Shaw did very well in feeding him, and he had a good couple of chances. And yeah, I marked him down because, like Usmaan said, he 100% should have scored that goal. It was about 2 yards out. I would score that. He should have scored
the defender
that.
got black.
Given him an 8.
He didn't
block
him. He didn't miss.
It was a good block.
Blocked it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He should have scored. I don't care about the block. He should have scored that. He should have buried it.
Okay, keep the same energy when you're rating Wan-Bissaka, please. What have you gone for, Adam?
But he did score though, didn't he? He scored Martial. So I'll give him a 6. I'll be kind.
6?
Yeah, I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 7. He should have scored that.
So
We win the game.
You've given him the same rating as Wan-Bissaka. So you're telling Wan-Bissaka had the same level of game as Rashford? Rashford scored.
10 seconds to upgrade.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Because Wan-Bissaka on the other. No, actually, yeah. I'll give him the same 6.
That's fine. Okay. Hamza, what are you going for?
Okay, I've realised I've messed up. I've given Lindelof an 8. I think the level is too high.
It's too late.
I know, because I wanted to give Rashford an 8, but then I'm thinking Lindelof and him, Rashford was way better. But if I could change, I'll give Lindelof a 7. But anyway, Rashford was an 8 for me today. He was so lively. He was doing his. It seemed like the old.
Are you sure it wasn't a 6?
No, it's definitely an 8.
How is that a 6?
He was one of our best players. I thought he was one of our best players. Obviously, he scored. It was a good finish as well, actually. And he was looking lively. He was shooting from outside the box a couple of times, which is what he does when he's confident. When he's not confident, he doesn't shoot as much. So him and Luke Shaw were linking up well as well, and he was putting him some good balls, and he did that little elastico skill. So he was lively, man. He was 8
just for that. Just for that, it's 10.
I must have missed that, I think my internet went off then.
That was for the miss that you're claiming that you should have scored. Shut up, you didn't miss it.
And that miss was, you can't come on, man. It was a good block. You got to give the defender props there.
Yeah, no, it was a good block. I still think he should have scored it. If he hits it with his left foot, he scored it. Let's be real in it. But anyway, that aside, again, I'm probably being a bit harsh because it was fair play to defend in it. I'm torn between a 7 and 8. I've got to be honest. He was virgin on 8. Just because Adam went for 6, I'm going for 8. So we'll move on to Anthony Martial. I'll keep it short and see it was fucking clear, man, a match. If Lindelof's got an 8 for Hamza, Martial must be at least on a 9, but we'll leave Hamza to the side. I'm going to give Martial an 8 though, high 8. He missed that sitter when it was 0-0, absolute sitter, and I knew he missed because he took too many touches. The one that he was clear one, the defender slipped. And then he did that run that he made, right? He absolutely skinned both the centre-backs. Obviously had a bit of luck, the guy slipped. He did all the hard bit. It's like us on FIFA Pro Clubs. You've done all the hard bit, and all he has to do is pass the ball into the bottom corner, and he didn't even hit it on target. So I was like...
Tiredness, man.
I know he was tired, but just hit it on target. He's probably scored. Obviously, I know I'm being harsh because it was all individual, but I'm going to give him an 8. Hamza, come to you.
Yeah, I thought he's our man of the match. I think if I'm giving Lindelof an 8, I've just ruined my whole ratings. But I'm going to have to say 9 now, innit? But I'll give him a 9 because he was brilliant. I thought the hold-up play for that first goal for Rashford was unbelievable. The way he took it down and he used both feet and then he just poked her on the corner and then the little run he did as well in the second
His goal was sick, man.
Did he score?
Absolutely. Yeah, he scored that bang.
Yeah. I just remember. I was just trying to remember the goal. I knew he scored, but I was trying to remember the goal in my head. Obviously, the goal was brilliant as well. You know, when he shows that right foot, you can't stop him when he gets that space. And like you were saying about that goal, I don't know how he didn't finish it. The chance you were on about.
Yeah. The
run. Yeah, I thought because that's normally his bread and butter. I thought he'll just put it in the bottom corner, but he was brilliant though. 9 out of 10.
9. Okay, Hamza, sorry. Adam, we'll come to you. I'm interested to see what you got to say.
4.
Yeah. Well, he assisted. He scored. He's a tank. I've given him. I was going to give him an 8, but you know what? I'm actually going to give him a 9 because he played really well. He did. And with everyone else not playing well, especially without people in the centre, Pogba, Matic, I was surprised by how many chances he did actually get. And yes, he should have buried some, especially the one-on-one and some of the shots from outside the box. But again, I put that down to tiredness. But 9, I think he did. He did what was asked of him. He assisted. He scored.
Fair enough. I can't disagree with that. What you saying?
Yeah, I was going to give him a 9, but then the 2 chances he missed. Well, the second one he created out of nothing.
Yeah.
So that's like half. Say. But the first one, I think for someone like Martial's standards, he needs to finish that.
He has to score that 1-0 up.
For number 9 and the way he plays, who he is, you know what I mean? The way he finishes normally, I mean, for his standard, yeah, he has to finish that. So I marked him down to an 8, which is the same as I give to Rashford, actually. So I think that's about fair, I think. Other than that, yeah, his hold-up play was amazing. And his movement. But a lot of times, because the ball wasn't going into Bruno, who was the creative, he was supposed to be creating, the movement was there from Martial. If you watch the off-the-ball runs he was making, but the ball wasn't coming, obviously, because there wasn't even there. So he was he was stretching the defense, but the ball wasn't arriving. So, yeah, 8.
Okay. Yeah, to be fair, I'm up to him down because he missed that sitter at the start. But anyways, I think 8's about right. Maybe touch it 9. Anyways, that has been our play ratings for the guys that started. There's only one other player to give a rating for because obviously I believe McTominay and James came on for about 10 minutes. So you can't really rate them anything less than a 6 or maybe a 5 at best. Obviously, Williams came on for 10 minutes. Hopefully he's all right as well. He obviously got a head injury, so you can't really rate him for anything. But we can flipping rate Fred because he was on for 40 minutes almost because there was additional 5 minutes. So he was on for about 35, 40 minutes. I'm going to start. I'm going to give him a fucking 3. Honest, I'm not even gassing. Did he make a tackle? Like, genuine question. Did he make one tackle? Because the only reason people are complaining that Pogba's gone off is because Fred was that shit. Because Pogba had to come off. He was terrible. I thought Fred was going to come in, give us legs, give us energy. And, okay, fair enough, he wasn't going to control the game, but at least do something. It's like we were playing with the man down. He didn't do anything. Like, obviously, I'm probably being harsh, but honest to God, I couldn't give 2 shits. He needs to do more. Hamza, what do you reckon?
I'm going to echo them words and just rob all your words there. He was very poor when he came on. I just like when he came on, I was even saying, you know what, we need some fresh legs. I was excited, thinking, yes, he's gonna he's gonna dictate the play. He's gonna do what he did at the start of the season. But he was shocking, man. I'll give him a 4 max. 4.
Fair. Adam, what do you reckon?
Yeah, Fred doesn't work like this. Fred needs games. We've seen that. He tried this under was it Mourinho?
Yeah, that's right.
Terrible, and he's terrible again. But yeah. I'm gonna go 4 as well, actually, because he was just awful, god awful.
Was, what do you reckon? 3 or 4 or 5? What are you going for?
I don't think he was as bad as you guys make out to be. This is my own opinion.
Tell me what he did good.
I'll give him a 5, but the thing is, he had a bit of energy, but the problem is here as well is because the fact that McTominay came on for Bruno. Because if you lose Bruno and Pogba, and then you bring
McTominay came on McTominay came on the 85th minute. At that moment, Fred had already been on the pitch for 20 minutes.
Fred wasn't that bad. I was running around, but yeah, it's hard to get.
I can run around at Old Trafford, but he didn't do anything. He didn't make a tackle.
No,
he didn't make a tackle. He didn't make any passes.
I'm not gonna agree with that because the thing is, when he's come on, yeah, the game is hard to get into that momentum when everyone's been playing. So suddenly just dive into that as well. He didn't play too bad. He didn't have too much to do as well.
Did he
But
make a tackle? I can't wait to see his stats. I swear he didn't
It's
make a
all-
tackle.
It's only hard because it's
he
Fred.
tackled Van Bissaka, didn't he?
It's only hard when he's coming in there.
Think about was 5. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't that bad at all.
All right, fair enough. 5. Obviously, you guys let us know what you lot think. Last person, of course, is Ali. Boss, I'll let you start.
Ollie's at the wheel. He's still at the wheel.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ali.
You know, his,
What do you give him?
yeah, he had the balls to take Pogba off. I can rate him for that.
Yeah,
I'll give him a 7. I think 7's about right for him. What else could he do? End of the day, it's the players, isn't it? But the only thing is about keeping the same lineup. What's he going to do for the next game? So this game, yes.
We'll discuss that in days come by. I don't know what's going to happen for Thursday.
7, I don't think anything
all
else.
right, Adam, what do you reckon?
Yeah, Thursday worries me, but we'll talk about that later. To be honest, the way I got to think about it is if we didn't let that goal in, we won 2-1, I would have probably given him a 7, like what Was said. But for like the changes, maybe even an 8, because I'm like, oh yeah, he's made the changes, it still worked. But because we've lost 2 points, I'm dropping him down 2, and I'm going to give him a 5 because I'm really annoyed by losing points.
But also, we forget. I know it's not too much an excuse, but we were down to 10 men as well. Remember that as well.
Yeah,
That's what
they should have had 10 men because that was a red card tackle.
Forget the Romero one.
I forgot about that tackle.
It was a red card.
Williams has gone out.
No, but listen, Was. I also think that playing out from the back and that passing to, all the defenders, which was
that anyway. That
was
was
awful all day, I think that was down to Ollie, which is why I'll mark him down as well.
That's
so
fine.
I'm going 5. Next person.
Hamza, what are you going?
I'm going to go 6. And I think the whole Pogba taking... Why is Was smiling?
We happy with all we drew.
Oh god, it feels like a loss.
I feel like we've lost.
I know, same. I think him taking Pogba and Bruno off is him thinking like we're not going to score, so let's just shut up shop and bring on McTominay and Fred and that, just try and defend the 2-1. So he tried to risk it and just hopefully trust in our players, but obviously we messed up and conceded. And yeah, like Adam said, the whole playing out the business obviously stems from the manager, which I don't like. So 6, I'll give him a 6.
Right, okay. I'm kind of torn. We're definitely not going to go for Baz because that's ridiculous. If we won, I would have given him a 7, but we didn't, so I can't give him a 7.
I would have given him a 10 if we won.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can tell he's
ready.
Ollie's on the wheel.
No, but first and foremost, right, the passing out the back, okay, fair enough, I accept that's the thing. But if it's not working and we're inviting pressure, why has he not told him just fucking scrap it for this game? Because we just concede. It looks like we were going to concede every time we were passing it out. Every time Maguire had it with De Gea and they were passing amongst each other, I was waiting for Danny Ings just to intercept it. I was genuinely waiting for him to intercept it and score the entire game.
Or when he sees it's not working, change it.
Exactly. Don't be so stubborn with that. It's not that deep. But anyways, that aside, I'm not going to be too harsh on him because obviously the players have let him down as well. A bit unfortunate with the William thing. There's not much you can do about that injury because obviously it's a head injury, whatever it may be. So that puts down to 10 minutes. But 10 minutes, sorry. Just the substitutions, man. Too late. McTominay had to come on early for Matic, man. What the fuck? He was dead. And James for me. But anyways, yeah, 6. I've agreed with Hamza on 6. Anyways, that has been your play ratings. Clearly, some of us have been too high. Some of us have been a bit too generous. We'll let you decide. Obviously, I might be completely wrong. Lindelof might deserve an 8. I don't flipping know it. And what did you give Rashford a 6?
Me?
Yeah.
I give Rashford an 8. I give him an 8.
I didn't give him a 6. So we've had potential
shocker from Adam. Shocker from Adam.
Potential shockers. We'll let you guys decide in the comments. Drop a like, subscribe. Like I said, show the boys some love. Hamza has got YouTube. I'm going to keep saying it every video. Hamza's got a YouTube channel. Make sure you click subscribe. We're trying to get him to 500 as well. Anyways, apart from that, it's been your boy Usmaan. Fucking go on United. Go on.